Alrighty, we'll get started now. So welcome everyone to our shooting beginner session. So if you have a hoop, that's great. And if you don't have a hoop, we'll make do with what you do have. But we do want to get up a lot of shots. So if you don't have the basketball ring, you can make a move and then shoot the ball in the air. Still practice that form. And this week we try to fill up the whole week with something every night. So stay tuned and, just ask mum or dad or whoever's showing you what Zooms you have, because we've got something tomorrow night. We do have a second session, Maya. So we do have the 4:45 session too. So that's just our advanced session where pretty much we'll just make everything go a little faster as well. So a lot of our rep kids will join that session. Tomorrow night we have a trivia, like a quiz where we'll give some prizes out. Wednesday we're going to interview some big V players and coaches. And then Thursday we have our WNBL and Australian player, Maddie Garrick, doing ball handling with everyone. So that'll be a really good one to come join. But we'll get started now. Marcus, if you just want to jump to the front of the camera. We'll do our warm-up from last week, Marcus. So chuck your ball down for a second. We're going to go out 30 high knees, then we'll do our 30 butt kicks, then we'll do some 30 star jumps. So we'll watch Marcus now. Marcus, you want to jump high knees? So everyone, let's copy Marcus. He's in his high knees. Let's get 30 of these done, okay? Yep, so for the next session as well is the exact same link. So this link's good for all of them. It's just we'll end this one at 4:30, 4:35, and then we'll join Marcus. You want to jump into some butt kicks now? Your next one?
Yep.
And then the next session will start at 4:45. So we have a little break in between just to make sure we can get everyone out and then get the new group in. So butt kicks now, Marcus. Awesome. So we just want to get warm up. I know it's not that cold. I think last time we did this 2 weeks ago, it was much colder. Whereas I think it's kind of warmer. Good. Then Marcus, when you're done, you're going to jump into 30 star jumps.
Yep.
Cool. So jump into them now. Great job, everyone, copying along at home. Remember, you can always come back to this session too, and also the ones we did 2 weeks ago. They're just on the link as well, and you can find everything we did. Like I said, today we'll get up a lot of shots in this session too. We will do some ball handling just to, touch up on those skills, but the big focus, the big 15, 20 minutes will be shooting. Great job. What was the other one we did, Marcus? Oh, lunge.
Yeah.
So do you want us to turn to your side, Marcus, so everyone can see? There we go. So we're stepping through. Yeah. Great job, everyone that knows their lunges. Good job, Stacey. Good job, Max. Big lunges. Good job, Aaron. Yeah, big lunge now, Lucas. So you step down, Lucas, with one leg and the other leg stays up. There you go. Great job. Do 15 each side, Marcus, or something. Just go for another 20 seconds.
Yep.
Great job. Good. Go 2 more, Marcus, and then we'll jump into some just hops. Go 10 hops each leg. Yeah, great. So let's just jump on one leg. So we've got 10 on the right leg, 10 on the left leg. Just some quick hops. This will be our last one. Then we're going to grab our basketballs in our hands, and then we'll get some shots up soon. Good job. Good job. So just a reminder, there is that session after this as well. So if you don't think 30 minutes is enough, join the next one too, but we'll just be going pretty fast in that one as well. Great, Marcus. When you're done, you want to grab your basketball and we'll just get some handles done. Just nice and quickly. We're just going to continue this warm up with some handles. So you're going to go 30 pounds on your right hand, and then we'll go left hand, Marcus. So nice and low, everyone. Let's keep our eyes up. So we've got the right hand pounds. Try and be nice and quick with this. We want 30 of these as well. So that's great. Marcus's ball's nice and low. So keep that nice and low. Below your knees, a good little goal. And then Marcus, when you're done, jump to your left arm. Is that 30? Yeah. Good job. So now we're switching hands because everything we do with our right hand, we want to make sure we do with our left hand too. Good to see everyone's in there. I see Greenville. I see Oak Park. Who else? I see Aussie Hoops uniform. So that's great. And Marcus is in his Bronco uniform. So it's good to see that we're repping our gear. Awesome. Now we're going to jump 30 crossovers. So nice and low, remember. Ball's coming from our right side to our left side. Marcus, jump in whenever you're ready. There we go. And we're keeping that ball nice and low because this move is effective when we want to try and get past the defender And bouncing the crossover too high just puts it in reach of your defender too. So where Marcus has it below his knees, makes it very difficult for a defender to get that. Awesome. Yeah, good job, Marcus, stepping back. All righty. Next one we're jumping into is through the legs. So Marcus, can you do both ways for us? Can you lift your leg up and do it? And then can you also just do it when you're standing? Yeah. So this is our first way. So everyone that needs this way, remember, lift your leg up, bouncing under. If that's too easy, we'll follow Marcus's next way where he keeps his both legs on the ground. So we'll go just 30 through the legs. Great job. Good job, Lucas, lifting your leg up. Remember, we're just trying to make the most of our situation and our area that we're in. Good, good, Marcus. Go like 5 more. Awesome job. All right, next we're going to go behind the back. So remember, this one's a little tricky, but we're going to try and wrap that basketball behind our back, or you can pop it behind your back like Marcus is doing. So this one's a little more challenging because the ball stays behind you the whole time. Or Marcus, can you just show a wrap around your body? Yeah. Or you can wrap it around your body. Makes it a little easier because then the ball comes to the front. So then you can have the ball back in your vision. Good job. So let's go 20 of these ones. So keep wrapping that ball around. Good spin, Aaron. That's also a great way of doing it too. You can actually just bounce the ball in front of you, make a spin and pick the ball up. Just don't do too many of those because you're going to get very dizzy. And then also you'll be chasing the basketball around. Awesome. All right, Marcus, let's jump in front of the hoop. We're going to start on a form shot. So Marcus, can you face us for a sec first? So we just want to see you load up how you set up your shot. So if you can face us, be nice and balanced. Yeah, that's great, Marcus. He gets his shooting arm underneath and his other hand is his guide hand that sits on the side of the ball. So we're going to just get up our shots. Marcus is going to take 20, no jumping. So we're just going to practice just form. So if you don't have a ring, what you're going to do, you're going to set your feet, be nice and balanced, and you're going to shoot that ball just up in the air. So remember, when we're looking at Marcus's basketball too, it has that nice spin on it because his follow through, oh, I'm too close to the screen. He's flicking his wrist at the top of that shot. So when he lets go of the ball, it's a nice spin back to him. That's great. So all we're doing is just practicing our nice form shot. Marcus is probably just a step away from the basket. So he's very close to it too, because we don't want to be shooting too far away, especially when we're just getting back in the swing of it. But also for that muscle memory, we're going to take our nice shots. So you may see even senior players. I know us senior women before our games, we start every session with a fair bit of shots just at the rim, really one step off, just to get a feel of the ball. Then we start going back out. So Marcus, how many are you at there?
15.
Great. So we've got 5 more. Remember, if you're following along at home and you don't have a ring, remember, we can still make these shots up in the air, get that nice spin. And then when you're back at basketball, say you go to a park, you can get these shots up. But it's awesome to see that a few of you do have hoops in your backyard, which makes everything very convenient. Great job. All right, Marcus, now you're doing just a little jump. So you can take a tiny step backwards. So we're doing the exact same thing, but we're just going to jump into the shot. So same thing, just a nice little jump. The goal is the same though. Waiting for that little swish, that nice spin on the ball. You can see Marcus starts with a balanced base. Now he's just going to jump into these shots. So now we're jumping in nice and close. Now I'm fast tracking everything. So I'm kind of like going through everything so we get it done quickly. But at home, what you can do is actually do this around the whole ring. So, you start on the right side, you go right round, say maybe make 5 shots, then take a step to the side. You do that right round, then you can do the jump one. So you jump, jump, jump. What I'm trying to do is just make sure you get a taste of everything because it's not a huge session. Good job, Marcus. So we're just in little jumps. And we're going to keep Marcus on this angle so then you can see what he's doing as well. So we won't have his back facing you guys. Awesome job.
I'm done.
Great, great. So now, Marcus, can you stand underneath the ring with like your back facing it? Yeah, your back's facing the pole. Awesome. So now Marcus is going to spin the ball out. Wherever you catch it, turn and square up to the basket. So catch, big jump, There we go. Exactly like that. So we're spinning it away from us. As soon as you catch it, you're in a jump. You're in a 180 jump. I think that's the right one. 180 jump, facing the ring, squaring up and shooting. Remember, we can still do this at home even without a basket. So just spin the ball, catch it, jump, square up, take your shot. So what we're trying to do, and a bit of, I utilize the spin a lot. We're trying to mimic a pass because it's a bit unrealistic to say we're perfectly going to get a shot where we just walk up the court and shoot it in basketball. Unless you're jacking it from half court, that's an unrealistic shot. So a lot of shots you're going to get is off a pass, off a rebound. Maybe you drive into the basket, then get a shot. So these are just mimicking that off a pass or off a catch, turning, straight up to the basket. Because 9 times out of 10, we don't square up to the basket nicely. We're always say off, or we need to square up our feet. So this is a great way. Great job, Stacey. Good job, Max. What else can I say? Great job, Sophie. Awesome. Good job, Lucas. Keep getting that shot up in the air, nice and high. Good job. Big jump, Lucas. Marcus, how many are you at now?
12.
Good. So we got about 8 more. So rep this or set a goal for yourself. You know, say if you've got an hour free, maybe you can make it 30 each spot. If you don't have a lot of time, make it 10 each spot and try and do it, I guess, 10 minutes of shooting each day. Aim for swishes as well. I'm going to try and get as many shots up in this little time, and hopefully Friday we're all free. So that's obviously the goal. Awesome. So just let me know when you're done, Marcus. Remember as well, if you've got like a sibling or a parent, you can also get passes from them. So anything we do with the spin, I'm just mimicking a pass. So we can also change that. All right, Marcus, you're going to start in just a 2-step layup. So start on the right side. So when we drive into just a normal layup, Marcus, not too far away, but yeah. So we're just going to practice our right hand layups and our left hand layups. So as we just see, let's just jump into that. Right foot, left foot up. So on the right side, we take right foot, left foot, shoot the ball. On the left side, left foot, right foot. So we'll just watch Marcus. Marcus, we're just going to make 15 of these because we're going to go through all our types of finishes around the ring. Remember, if you don't have a hoop, you can still dribble forward. You don't need a huge space. Take your 2 steps and pretend you're shooting your layup in the air. So especially say if you're a little younger or you may be under 10s and you still use 2 hands, maybe at home, just by yourself while you're practicing, try and get that 1 foot layup as well. Because I guess when you start moving up and up and up, it gets a bit more challenging. Shooting the ball with your 2-hand layup sometimes becomes a little bit of a barrier as well. Awesome job. And also everything we do on the right side, we're going to do on the left side too. So what we'll do is we'll just switch to the left side straight away rather than listing everything off. Because remember, your right hand is just as important as your left hand. Marcus, let's hold there. Yeah, let's go some left hand layups. So all we want to make sure is, I guess, from there is good, Marcus. There we go. So he steps with his left foot first, then his right foot elevates up. So he's just going to go nice and slow for us. Remember, you can have a run up on this as well. So if you've got a nice space in your backyard, especially with your hoop, drive in, put some speed on these as well. Marcus, maybe your next few, can you do them at like a game pace, like you would do in a real game? So as well, which, you can up the speed. Yeah, go game pace. So don't do everything. Yeah, no worries. So let's make sure we don't do everything slow, especially like that next session. That's okay if his screen's gone off. He'll come back in a sec. So let's keep taking those left-hand layups. But let's up the speed now. So you kind of want to make it like if you're in a real game, how fast can you go up? Because 9 times out of 10, like I said before, we don't get these free shots where we get to take all the time in the world to lay it up nice and slowly. It just doesn't happen. The game's so fast at every age level where we do need to put some speed on things. Awesome. I think we just... Oh, there we go. He's back. Good. Yeah, you're good now. So let's go a bit of speed on these ones, Marcus. Let's just go 2 game pace. So as you can see, he's coming in almost on a sprint. He's dribbling that ball nice and quick. He's coming up that ring full speed. Go 1 more, Marcus, and we'll jump into another layup. Awesome. Marcus, let's jump back to the right side. We're going to jump on a Euro step. So can you go your first Euro? Can you make it nice and slow for us, Marcus? So just if anyone's not familiar with the Euro, perfect. That's great. Let's do that again, Marcus. So what that Euro is, we're taking a nice hop to the middle. So that's towards the defender. Then we're taking a hop away from that defender where we get to shoot. So keep going nice and slow for us, Marcus, so everyone can practice this. This is a very effective move. It's used, it would have been used a lot throughout the Olympics. Like a lot of European teams use this. The NBA, a lot of teams use this. The NBL, a lot of teams use this. Even in junior basketball, a lot of players are getting to the hoop with this. So that first move, that first hop in, that's at your defender towards them. Because then what you're doing, you're creating separation on that next hop away from them. Same thing with this. You go right hand, you go left hand as well. For Marcus, we'll go 3 more on the right, and then we'll jump on the left side and do 10 or so. Now, with the Euro 2, you can also Euro towards the baseline on your first one, but I just recommend that first Euro. So if you're on the right-hand side, you're going to the left, then to the right. Because 9 times out of 10, that defender is going to be near the basket, which is on the left side. Good job. And then we'll jump to the other side, Marcus. So remember, if you don't have a hoop at home, that's also okay, because you can practice this move shooting it off the wall or just up in the sky, because what you're doing, you're still practicing the actual move. Great job, Sophie. Good job, Aaron. So it's great to see that even in our little areas, because sometimes we don't have that perfect space, we're making the best of this situation. Awesome job, Marcus. Let's hit us with another. Great job. Maybe 2 more left-hand Euros, and then we'll jump into another shot. This next one will be a little tricky. Awesome. So Marcus, go back to your right side. We're just going 1-step finishes. So shooting it on the first step. So I know, and this is maybe a little more advanced, but it's a little tricky because I guess you're so ingrained to doing your right foot, left foot, or left foot, right foot layup. What this one here is doing, you're going to drive in, and off the first step, you're going to lay it up. And you're going to do that once or twice, and you're going to think, wow, that feels really strange. But I'll explain as we're doing it. I'll explain why it's effective. So Marcus, can you do another one a bit slower? So he's just coming in and he's shooting off 1 step. So he'll step in with his right and the shot's going up there at the exact same time. So let's rep this a few times. Now, why this is effective is, say you've driven into your defender a few times. Maybe they've timed a few blocks on you or something. So this next time when you're coming in, I guess what we're trying to do is deviate our defender a little, put them off that 1-step layup. But also there's going to be situations where you don't have all the space in the world to take those 2 steps. You could have caught it off a pass. You put that ball on the ground, you see an opening, you want to take the opening straight away. Rather than taking 2 steps into a defender, we're kind of pulling up a little earlier and getting that shot off quicker, uncontested, rather than closer to the basket, but then we've got a defender in front of our face. So good job, Marcus. So just keep taking a few more of these. We'll go 3 more. So just off the 1 step. You can also use your other hand, Marcus, too. So like you can use your left hand on your right side as well. All we're trying to do is just mimic game situations where sometimes not everything's pretty and it's not perfect, but we still want to get up a shot, especially a shot that coach is going to be happy with. We don't want to make he or her upset, so then she takes us off the court. Great. Let's jump to our left side, Marcus. So same thing, but yet again, this may feel even stranger for everyone that's right-handed. Because we're taking that shot off the first step too. So yet again, trying to challenge ourselves. We don't want to do the same things over and over again. We want to try and make it a little more challenging. Also remember 4:45, we'll start that advanced session where we're going to do similar things and then more challenging things too. But we're going to do a lot quicker, kind of up the pace, maybe make it a bit competitive. Maybe we could go like first person to finish, first person to make a certain amount of shots as well. Awesome, Marcus. Go like 2 more. Great job. So the next shot, yet again, not natural. Bit more challenging, Marcus. We're going outer cylinder finishes. So you can just start up top. I don't mind left or right side. Outer cylinder, yeah. Can you come closer for a second, Marcus, and show us your cylinder? So show us what's your cylinder? So his cylinder is just his torso. So his body going up straight. We're going to shoot the ball out of the cylinder. So, you know, sometimes when you drive in and there's a defender right in front of your face, sometimes we're going to need to release the shot over here rather than perfectly, you know, that perfect layup. We're going to have to release the shot here, or else we're not going to get a high percentage shot up. So Marcus, let's go. We're going to go out of cylinder finishes. I try and put some keywords to it so then you can remember. So if you ever hear a coach say it, but pretty much we're shooting it from the outside. So it's kind of like a stretch. So we're driving in, bit of a stretch, take your shot. So that's going to feel funny throwing a shot from here or here rather than your normal way of just coming up and down really straight and perfectly. Yet again, basketball gets a little messy sometimes. We would much rather get a nice out of cylinder shot rather than driving into the defender and potentially being blocked by straight defense as well. So that's great stuff, guys. And girls, lots of girls joined, which is great to see. Remember as well, next session 4:45, so about 20 minutes. We'll still go for another 5-10 minutes here. And then we'll give time everyone to get a little break and then change over. That one will be a lot quicker though. So we'll just bang, bang, bang into our moves. Everything will be game pace as well because we don't want to take a little breather or anything like that. You can even come front on from the basket, Marcus. Yeah, good job. There we go. So go 2 more and then we're going to start jumping into a bit more just jumpers or jump shots, sorry. Awesome. All righty. Marcus, do you want to start just, anywhere mid-range? So even, a few steps away from the basket. All you're going to do, spin the ball up and you're going to step into this shot. So spin the ball out in front of you. And now we're jumping into this shot. There we go. That's perfect, Marcus. Let's do that. So watching, Marcus, if you're a little confused with what I was saying, all we're doing is spinning that ball up. We're going to catch it. So we're going to make sure our legs are loaded, nice and low, get underneath that shot. What this does, it just mimics the pass. So if you have someone to pass it, like a sibling or a parent or anything like that, grandparent, that's great because you can also do that. Come off a catch, step in your shot nice and perfectly. It just mimics the game situation. Marcus doesn't have a partner with him or anything like that. All he's doing, he's spinning the ball out in front of him, catching that shot into a jump shot. Make this a little game speed too, because you know when you get your shots off in a game, there's never a time when a defender just says, go shoot it perfectly. They're going to try and take the ball off you. They're going to try and change your shot. They're going to be up in your face. So sometimes you may have a little time, spin that ball up, bang, catch, shoot. That kind of mimics your teammate passing you the ball. You've caught it because your hands are ready, up, flicking that wrist, nice spin on that ball. Let's go 3 more, Marcus, because I'll just be conscious of the time. And this as well, because we've taken our form shots, then we've done all our finishes around the rings. We've even done some spin out baseline turns. You can start to progress backwards. I don't recommend jack and threes on an outdoor hoop though. I just think the wind changes your shot too much. But you can start taking a few little steps back. All right, Marcus, now what we're doing, we're going to go the same thing, but you're going to go spin the ball. That's the pass. Shot fake, 1 dribble into a shot. Because that first one isn't, we're not going to ever spin the ball to ourselves in a game. So what we're doing, we're spinning the ball to ourselves. That's the pass. So then Marcus is going to shot fake. Really try and sell the shot fake, Marcus. So let's bring that ball above your head just so that everyone can see the emphasis. So shot fake up, then he takes a 1 dribble bounce into a jump shot. So let's jump into that. Remember, if we're a little confused, we've got Marcus's screen pinned. Laptop, iPad fell. That's okay. While he's fixing it up, I'll just talk you through the exact same move. So we're spinning the ball to ourselves. Remember, if you've got a partner, you can get a pass. So we're coming up as a shot fake. So above our head, we really want to sell it to the defender that I'm about to shoot the ball, but I'm not. Shot fake, sorry. 1 bounce on the floor, then we're flicking our wrist. So Marcus is just fixing his iPad up a bit, but not the end of the world. Perfect. So remember, I'll just keep talking you through the move as well. Good job, Sophie. So we're spinning that ball. That's off the catch. So the spin, remember the spin's the catch. Shot fake, 1 dribble into the shot. Perfect. Keep going. Maybe we'll go 4 more of these and then we'll jump into another one because I have a few more and I want to try and fit them all in. There we go. Marcus, you're back. Kind of.
Yep.
Job. All right, go one more for me. The shot fake one. Perfect. Spins it. Shot fake up. One dribble. Perfect. Jumper. All right, Marcus, same thing now. Spin the ball to yourself. You're going to jab step, then one dribble shot. Okay. So we're just eyes on Marcus. So same thing. We're spinning it to ourselves. This time we're going to jab. So say we've just caught the pass from our teammate. We're going to jab step. So jab forward, try and make that defender go back. One dribble into a jumper. Good. So Marcus jabs one step into the jumper. Great. So anyone that's just joined as well, the rep ready session, so our more advanced session starts at 4:45. So in about a few minutes, I'll end this session and then rejoin for the 4:45 one. That's where we'll go through everything and we'll put some pace on it. But if you are here early, make sure you have a basketball, a bottle, and your hoop. So that's probably the most ideal situation for you. Have your camera set up so I can see you, and then I'll be sure to give some feedback. Perfect. All right, Marcus, one more we're going to do just to end this session. This one's a bit of fun, and I wouldn't recommend under 10s take step backs in a game, but at home, we want to have some fun. So Marcus, spin the ball to yourself, one dribble step back. So this is also a bit of fun because we get to see all our NBA highlights and Olympic highlights. So everyone loves to do a little bit of a step back. So let's practice some. Let's have some fun with it. Same thing. Spin it to yourself. That's the pass. You're going to take one dribble, then into a step back is where you take that step backwards because we're going to create separation from our defender into our shot, as we can see Marcus doing. Now remember, these sessions will be recorded. So if you maybe fell behind or you didn't have a hoop today, just come watch these again, and then you can, when you have access to a ring, use that as well. So this last shot, I'll talk it one more time. So we're spinning that ball to ourselves. We're taking one nice dribble, then into our step back shot. Make sure we're flicking the wrist. What I wouldn't recommend is you come to the hoop and you start taking step back straight away. Everyone wants to set their own routine, but I know Marcus, for instance, because I coach him, he takes his nice form shots first, nice around the rim, nice and slow. Then he starts stepping back until he gets to the 3-point line before a game. So, I mean, I'd highly recommend start with those form shots, get a feel of the ball, maybe the ring as well. I know some rings are double rimmed across Victoria, and I know that puts some shooters off. But I highly recommend get some shots up. Then you can start expanding. And don't spend hours on a step back when you're in under 12s or under 14s. Highly recommend taking those form shots and high percentage shots where coaches are going to be happy. But I just want to say thanks to everyone for joining. So we're going to end this one here. We'll give time for everyone to, get a drink of water, have a break. If you do want to join the advanced one, feel free to join this same link, as we can see in the chat, at 4:45. So thanks everyone. Also remember, tomorrow night we have that trivia. Wednesday night, we have an interview with Big V players and coaches. And Thursday, we have a ball handling session with Maddie Garrick, who's the WNBL and Australian player. So be sure to tune into those. And thanks everyone for coming to this one. See you later.